giving it away for free, making it easy, giving it to people who don't really care about you.
Let's roll, nerds.
To go get that. But Victoria has been taking a turn as far as probation goes. She has not completed her school success or her probation success plan. She stated it is completed, but she missed art therapy last week, so she didn't turn it in. She also told me that she was going to go to or she was not going to go to a party.
Um, well, this is absolutely right. This is the first time that this has ever happened with me finding out about my daughter drinking alcohol. She was every single time we were going to court, she was getting praised and we thought she was getting somewhere. And when we had these different situations that came up, it was so hard for me to decide like what, because I'm always, ever since she came home from the program, I was trying to change a few things as far as every time I would go to the probation department before and tell them every little thing rather than trying to work it out with my daughter and I. And so I was trying to, in counseling that we had while she was away, I was trying to work with her rather than working against her and trying to meet on a common ground. And I thought we were getting somewhere. Um, and so I did allow her to go to homecoming. As soon as she came home that night, and I found we were supposed to get ready for church, and she was unable to get up, and I discovered what she did. It was completely not okay with me. She and I sat her down and we talked, and I said, "Look, like there has to be a consequence for this." And I would always hear too, like, because I would go to the probation department right away. I was always hearing like, when are you going to learn just to parent me? Like, when are you going to parent me instead of always running and telling them? And it's always like I'm getting interrogated every single time I go to the probation, which I get it. It's their job, but it's like, who's telling the truth? Then Victoria says something, then it's what I say. And then it's just like, why would I sit here and lie? I'm coming to you guys to tell you guys what the situation is. So then we talked about a consequence, and I told her she was not going out on Halloween, and she was grounded, and she was okay with that, and she was fully said sorry I don't know how many times and cried, and I thought we were getting, I thought that okay, there was a consequence there was something. And then it was she, I never in my, and I honestly, it might sound so dumb, but I didn't think that my daughter would sleep with someone without being married, without knowing someone. She knows that what I teach her, and her telling me like, no mom, I'm gonna hang out with a boy, but I'm on my period. Like, she told me she was on her period. I trusted her. That's like a whole nother subject. I felt so betrayed, so hurt, a mix of emotions. Like, I couldn't believe that my daughter actually did something like that. So I went to her probation department after being stuck in, do I share this with them because she is doing better in certain areas, that do I not? And finally I said, what am I teaching her by not telling them everything? And then what, when the court comes again, they're going to think that everything's okay when it's truly not. I can't continue to do this. So, and my work schedule, I try my hardest to work around my children because, Victoria, I have my other kids that I have to worry about and her behavior. I have my other kids sitting here telling me, why does Victoria get away with this? Why could she do this? If it was me, you take my phone right away. I get spanked. I can't take Victoria's phone. I call the probation. I ask them. They say, let's not get it from her. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. And so I just want you guys to know, and then she went to I got home from work on Halloween night. I had to work. I didn't get home till almost 11:30 at night. She still told me she was going to Taco Bell. She was gone not only 45 minutes. And then come to find out, she ended up stopping at that party. Just so you guys know, I stood on business. I completely and told her, and then I had Riley asking me, well, Victoria said you said this. Absolutely not. While Victoria is hearing me right now, I said, if you decide to go to a party, I will tell your probation officer, because I will not allow it. I told you, for the actions that you did and the choices that you made, you are not allowed to go anywhere or do anything. So that's where I stand with it. Again, I feel like I always have my hands tied as far as parenting her, because I have the probation. Like, I feel like I can't even parent my child. I pay her phone bill. I can't even take it away. And then every single time we're about to go in court, I was really thinking it was going to be today, so it could be more, I could, share more things with you, because every single time it's a court date, I have to get drilled on what to say and this and that. And it's just, I'm going to be completely honest. This is to help Victoria. This is not to damage her. And I thought it was helping her, until sometimes right now I just see that she just, likes to do whatever Victoria likes to do. And as far as her counselor goes, I have not got to talk to Jeanette, but there's some things that in the past, when I have said I didn't want my daughter going to McDonald's, and then she would say, why not give her a break? Why not let her cool down? And then come to find out, those specific times, my daughter was in a car with a gun, with a grown man holding a gun up to her. And then this time, when she had drank and did what she did, which was not okay with me, she tells Jeanette, and Jeanette tells her, oh, well, you're getting older. No, I don't care if she's getting older. Drinking and doing things with boys like that is not okay with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty with us. And I'm going to do whatever I can to assist you in your parenting. So thank you very much for your thoughts. What do you mean that there was a grown man with a gun in a car with her?
Victoria?
Yeah, no, I'm asking you.
So one time when we were going to counseling with Jeanette, Victoria would say, I just want to go after school and hang out with my friends at McDonald's. Me, as a parent, I knew that something wasn't okay and they were up to no good, and I wanted her to come straight home from school. Her behavior was completely off, and how she was acting wasn't right. Well, Jeanette said, what's wrong with her going after school? So she went after school one day and got a ride from a boy to McDonald's, and there was a grown man that was supposedly the plug in Gaylord, and had a gun and held it up to Victoria. And come to find out, this gentleman that we're talking about, which I don't know his name, he ended up taking his own life.
All right, thank you. Victoria, what do you have to say for yourself?
Honestly, I have no excuses. I know I'm gonna have consequences when I do these obedient things. I think I do need to make a change. I'm not setting a good example for my sisters, and I'm draining my mom, and that, like, I don't want to see that anymore. So I think I don't know if I need to go with my dad and make a change with him, because he's definitely more strict and definitely on a better path with God. I don't know if I need to go with him. But something definitely needs to change, because I changed for a little bit and then I start to get on the same path I was on. So honestly, my plan right now is to have my dad take my mom to court again, because I think I need more direction. And honestly, my mom, she's going through her own things, and she has my sisters, my dad. He's just in a way better place, and I think he's a little bit better of a role model right now. So I think I just need to make a change with that and my behavior. So yeah.
Anything else that you want to tell me?
No.
Well, I'm going to agree with you that something needs to change. I'm going to disagree in one respect, because what you told me you wanted to have changed was your living circumstances. The thing that needs to change is you. Why do you think that we sent you to the detention facility? Why do you think we put you into that program? Was it to change your mom?
No.
Was it to change your dad?
No.
The report says that your mom is scared of you. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing, Your Honor.
The report says that things at home are much worse than have been previously revealed. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing, Your Honor.
What good thing happens when you drink alcohol?
Nothing.
What good thing happens when a 15-year-old girl starts to have sex with other men?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Not a single thing. There isn't anything good about any of that. What makes you valuable?
That's a question I don't even know the answer to.
Do you want to know what makes you common or less valuable?
Yes, Your Honor.
Giving it away for free, making it easy, giving it to people who don't really care about you, playing with fire. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why would anybody want to treat you like a pearl of great price if you rolled around in the mud? You understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
There's a story in the Bible. It's called the Pearl of Great Price. The pearl was very, very valuable. It was a beautiful pearl. And the owner of the pearl one day lost it. And he spent all day searching throughout the entire house to find the pearl. And when he found the pearl, finally, because it had fallen in a crack, when he found the pearl, he rejoiced and brought people to his house and said, "Come to my house and we're going to have a celebration because I found this pearl of great price." It was such a valuable thing that he spent all day looking for it. He wouldn't rest until he found it. What made that pearl such a valuable thing? Do you know?
No, Your Honor.
If everybody had a pearl just like it, would it be valuable?
No, Your Honor.
If he used it to play marbles with, would it be valuable?
No, Your Honor.
If he let everybody into his house to use it as they saw fit, would it be valuable?
No.
If he threw it in the sandbox and let the kids play with it, would it be valuable?
No, Your Honor.
So what makes something valuable?
Something untouchable?
It's rare, right? If it's rare, that is, it's not given to everybody. It's treated with respect. It's only used for its proper purpose. All of those things make it valuable. It's not that you lock it away and never let anybody see it. He wanted everybody to come to his house to see the pearl of great price. But he didn't throw the pearl in the gutter. He didn't put it out in the sandbox. He didn't let everybody touch it. He didn't let the pearl wander off on its own. He prized it. He kept it. He respected it. He only used it for its proper purpose. That's what made it valuable. I see you taking yourself as this pearl of great price and throwing it away. I see you putting it in the gutter. I see you throwing it in the dirt. and letting anybody that wants to come around and use it in any way that they want to. You have a gift, young woman. You are a smart young woman, and you are throwing it away for a momentary pleasure. I'm going to go to the party and have a beer or two, or 3 or 4, because that's going to make me feel good for 5 minutes. Doesn't matter that it's going to break my mother's heart. Doesn't matter that it's going to set a bad example for my sisters. It doesn't matter what it does to my self-respect. I'm going to have sex with other young men, or I'm going to have sex with older young men, even worse. I'm going to throw away this pearl of great price and let everybody use me as common property. It doesn't matter that I won't be able to give this valuable thing to my husband in the future. It doesn't matter that nobody will see me as special because I'm a hoe. It doesn't matter that I use it for momentary pleasure instead of holding off and treating it as something to be very valuable. Tell me why I should leave you in your mother's house.
I want things to work. I really do.
How do you show me that?
By getting on the path I was before and respecting her.
Yeah, it's easy to say it, right? You know what to say. You're smart enough to figure out what to say, but then you just use it to manipulate people. Just like you manipulated your mom, just like you manipulate the probation department, just like I'm sure you try to manipulate me. So how do you show me, not just tell me, how do you show me that I should leave you at your mom's house?
By respecting my mom and following her rules. I mean, it's really not hard. My mom doesn't ask for much. It's just my choices make.
Yeah, you got it. You see, I told you you're smart. You understand this stuff. Absolutely, you understand it. And at your age, your mother should be able to say to you, I can trust you. Didn't it feel good to you that I trusted you and brought you home from the program?
Felt amazing, Your Honor.
Wouldn't it be good to have other people trust you like that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So how do you get that trust?
By following through with what I say.
Yeah, you do trustworthy things. If you want to be respected and trusted, if you want to have people look at you and say, I can let that person make a decision because they always make good decisions, then you have to make good decisions, right? If you are consistently making good decisions, then your mother will believe that she can let you make more decisions because you'll make good ones. But if you make a series of bad decisions, such as what led us to here, what else do you expect us to do other than to expect that you're going to continue to make bad decisions? You brought up something about your dad. What is it about your dad that's going to change you?
Yeah, I think it would just be easier because, I mean, he has no kids with him. I mean, like, it's just him and his wife, and I think even when I do make mistakes, at least my little sisters won't be watching me make those mistakes. And I think it's just,
so you
I
can
also
get
think it'll
away.
just be nice to start a new chapter with somebody or something or somewhere else.
You know what I hear when you say that? I hear these people know me and are going to punish me or limit my decision making. And if I go to my dad, there'll be a honeymoon period for a while until he figures out that I'm not going to do what he tells me to do. That's what I'm hearing. Is that what you were trying to say?
No, Your Honor, not at all. My dad's a lot more strict too. I think it's also self-discipline by me wanting to go there.
So why is it, if you know that that's what your dad's going to do, why is it that you can't use that in the place that you're at now? You know that if you were at your dad's, you wouldn't be getting away with this. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then why is it, if you know that you can't incorporate that into who you are now? Why do you need me to drop the hammer? Why do you need your dad to drop the hammer on you before you will conform your behavior?
Honestly, I feel like I just need someone on me, like directing me. I don't know what to do when I'm like by myself, so I just do whatever.
And that is part of growing up. To help us make good decisions, she will be on a curfew after deputy and turn it into the probation department. In addition to that, she must write a sincere apology letter to her mother.
In my office, I believe she has
Apology letter to the deputy and turn it into the probation by November the 26th. She's got 16 days to get the rest of those hours done. She must complete a sincere apology letter to the deputy and turn it into the probation department. In addition to that, she must write a sincere apology letter to her mother and turn it into the probation department by November 21st. She must complete a 500-word essay on the dangers of ingesting alcohol at a young age and turn it into the probation department by December the 11th. She must also complete a 500-word essay on the dangers of sexually transmitted diseases by young women. She must complete 40 hours of community service work and turn it into the probation department by January the 16th. And she will be on a curfew after school. She will go straight home and she will stay home unless she has both her mother's permission and the permission of the probation department. She will not be out for anything. She will also turn in all her phones and her electronics for the next month. She will not be on anybody else's electronics or phone for the next month. Victoria, do you understand my ruling?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand why I've done that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me why I've done that.
Um, maybe to show me that my actions have consequences.
That's one thing. What else?
To get me back on track.
Yep. What else?
I don't know, Your Honor.
That you are smart enough and strong enough to make good decisions all of the time, not just when it's easy. So I'm asking you to do difficult things. I'm asking you to write about things that you shouldn't have to write about. I'm asking you to give up electronics and phones. It's not easy to do. I'm asking you to be on, I'm telling you that you're going to be on a curfew because that's not easy to do at your age. And if you can successfully do those things, then you can successfully change your own behavior. You don't need anybody else to make these decisions for you. You're smart enough and wise enough to be able to do it on your own. It's time to make those good decisions every day. That's all. We'll be back here. I want to review hearing.
That's all, folks.